Okay.
That was crazy. I didn't know I did all that.
I mean, it's an interesting thing, right? When you're at college 40 years ago,
Yeah.
you're not thinking about coming back to your college and people, dropping flowers at your feet and stuff.
Not at all. I'll be honest with you. When I came to LaGuardia, I was, it was because my mother said you were going to college. I didn't want to go to college. My mother's like, you going to college. And I picked LaGuardia, and it changed my life because, I don't know if they still do, they have internships here, at different companies. Mm-hmm. And one of the interns, you had 3 internships, and one was at Fox 5, one was at this thing called Manhattan Cable, which was the first cable company, and the other one was at NYC TV, which is now NYC Media. And I've been on that station doing my show for 40 years. So if it wasn't for LaGuardia, I might not have learned about NYC TV. So that opened my eyes from a kid growing up in Queens Village to traveling the world and doing what I do. Yeah.
So I think the lesson is listen to your mom.
Exactly.
But in general, it is true, though. That's one good thing parents can do. They can tell you,
Yeah, no, she wasn't having it. No, she wasn't taking no shorts. That's it, bro. You going to college.
So I wanted to kind of...
You can stop. She's taping from... You don't have to tape the whole thing.
To spin it spin it back a little bit to that era, because you told me an interesting story about how, LaGuardia, I don't think even realizes this, but you said one of the first times that you heard rapping was actually here. And that was so do you remember anything about that?
Yeah, so they used to have at the time, Latino something club, culture or something. And they would have parties, I think once a month. And so their parties were hot. They would invite certain DJs, or they might have some conga players, and it just was popping. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna go to this one. It was on a Friday, and I came in, and it was like, hip hop is like taken from disco music, really. Disco music was where those break beats came from. So when you hear certain records, like, you could look these records up, Apache, and all these different songs that were just break beats, they were from disco records. Just didn't play the whole disco part. We didn't play the singing, we didn't play the violins, we didn't play all of that, we just played the break. And so I came in, there was a guy just playing break beats, and I was like, oh, I'm a DJ at the time too. So I'm like this, like, what's going on? And then there was a guy named Eddie Chiba. That's his name. That was his hip hop name. It's the 80s, What do you say? So Eddie Chiba was on the mic, and he was like, yes, yes, y'all, to the beat, y'all, let's go. And I'm in the back, and I'm like, what's happening right now? And he was on rhythm, and the crowd was responding. He goes, yes, yes, y'all, everybody say ho, and the crowd went, ho, and I was like, what is this? And he was just amazing MC. This is before rap records. There's no rap records. Nobody rapping yet. It's just DJs playing breakbeats. And he was he still is, an amazing MC. And that's how hip hop started. It was the MC, it was the DJ first, and the dancers. Any dancers in here? People love to dance, so any dancers, you had to have a DJ playing the music, and then you had to have the dancers to respond to the music. And then years later comes the MC. So Eddie Chiba, DJ Hollywood, Lovebug Starsky, those guys, not Scott LaRock, Coke LaRock, who was the MC for Kool Herc. These were the original guys. And really, in the beginning, they would just make announcements like, okay, somebody's got their car double parked outside, or your mom is at the door, she's looking for you, I suggest you go outside right now, or whatever we got $2 Coca-Colas on the side, whatever the announcement was, these people made those announcements. And some did the yes, yes, y'all, to the beat, y'all. And that's how rap came about.